Hey guys, it's Reagan, and today I'm going to be filming my most anticipated new releases for winter 2015. Originally I had planned just to do a video for all of my most anticipated releases for the entire year. Then I realized that that would be a really long video because I am looking forward to a lot of books. So I just thought I would do it then by season, and so you will get a most anticipated release video at the beginning of every season. This video I have 6 books to talk to you about, so let's go ahead and get started. First book is actually already out because I was a little late on making this video, and it's going to be Firefight by Brandon Sanderson. Now this book has already come out. It came out on January 6th, and it is the second installment to the Reckoners trilogy that Brandon Sanderson is writing. This is one of my favorite trilogies as of right now. I really enjoy it. I love Brandon Sanderson. If you're not aware, the first book in this trilogy is called Steelheart, and it follows a world where an event happened that caused some people to get superpowers. Now the twist to the people who have superpowers in this world is that they're all evil, and they do evil things, and they take over cities, and it's just unfortunate. Our main character of the book is fighting against these epics with a group of individuals called the Reckoners that are looking to destroy them and put order back in the world. So are freaking awesome. I love Brandon Sanderson's writing. He can write action like perfectly, plus just in every Brandon Sanderson style, there's always gonna be a plot twist that you can always look forward to happening because it is a thing that exists, so don't you worry. The next book I'm going to talk to you guys about is The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. This book comes out January 13th, and right now is only $9 for pre-order hardcover on Amazon, so just saying. I'm looking forward to this book mostly because it's written by Holly Black. I have read a few of her books previously, and I just really enjoy her writing, to be completely honest with you. This story is set in a world where human and fae coexist, and in the darkest part of the forest there lies a glass casket that has been there for generations, and within the glass casket there is a boy, man, probably hot teenager, with horns, and he's been lying there for a pretty darn long time, but one day he wakes up, and that's kind of what causes the events to start rolling in this town. And our main character Hazel, as she's like, oh crap, gotta fight against the forces of evil. So that's the premise. It sounds like a lot of fun, and again, I just really enjoy Holly Black's writing, so I'm definitely looking forward to picking this one up in the near future. The next one I'm going to talk to you guys about is probably one of my most anticipated out of this whole list, and it is going to be The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and this comes out February 10th. Now this is a young adult fantasy dystopian-esque book. It's said to be a combination of Graceling and The Selection, so hopefully it falls closer to the Graceling side of that, but we'll see. This is a young adult fantasy dystopian book, like I previously mentioned, where everyone in this world is separated by what type of blood they have. So there's the elites, the silver bloods, who are able to do magic and all that grand things, and they're the rulers. And then there's the red bloods, who are just like normal people, and they live to serve the silver bloods. But our main character is a red blood, but she's brought to court because they found out that she has a power of her own, and that's all the mysterious synopsis gives us. I am very intrigued by this book. I love fantasy, and I love this cover, so it's hopefully gonna be a good time. I have high hopes for this release. The next book I'm going to talk to you guys about is another sequel, and it is The Mime Order by Samantha Shan. And this book comes out January 27th, which is very soon. This is the second installment in, I believe, an 8-book series, but it is an adult, young adult, who can say, fantasy dystopian novel that I read the first one last month, and I really enjoyed it. It follows our main character, who is a dream walker, which basically means that she can walk inside of other people's minds. But the unfortunate thing about all this is that is super duper illegal in the society she lives in, so she works kind of in a crime ring with other like individuals who have other mind abilities, and that's kind of the premise for the first one. The second one is called The Mime Order. Very excited. The first book ended on quite the cliffhanger, so I'm interested to see where this series continues on to. Next on my list is going to be Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This also comes out January 27th, and this is sort of a prequel to the Lunar Chronicles series that is very popular on BookTube. It's following Queen Lavinia before all the evil things she does. I'm intrigued to see how this plays into the current story written by Marissa Meyer. I want to see how it kind of plays in. I always love reading from a villain's perspective. I just love reading about the downfall of men and women, apparently. Don't know what this is about me, but I'm excited to see the perspective that we gain through this installment of the series. If you're not familiar, though I'm sure you are, the Lunar Chronicles series is just a whole bunch of sci-fi retellings of fairy tales. They're very cool, very unique, and each one follows a new fairy tale and a new main protagonist, but they all kind of interweave into each other, and they're very fun. I definitely recommend it. And last on my list is definitely my most anticipated, and is going to be A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Yes! This is the same author who wrote Vicious, which I read about this time last year, and of course loved. It's gonna be so good. This is an adult fantasy science fiction novel following a man who lives in London. He's a magician, and guess what he can do? Go between parallel worlds. I don't totally know what this book is about. I don't really want to know because I didn't know much about Vicious, and I was so pleasantly surprised by that book, but I'm expecting to love this, and I'm sure you will hear me yammer on endlessly about how this book goes very soon, because guess what? I have an arc, which means this is my next read, so. Alrighty guys, those are my most anticipated releases for the winter time of 2015. Down below some books that you're looking forward to releasing, and I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye!